Hello everyone, and welcome to an introduction to Phantasy Star Online 2. This is the first video that I'm going to be doing in a series on the game, and I thought I'd start off by doing just a little bit of background information on the game and tell you some more about it. So this game came out in July of 2012, so it's been about a year and a half, and I originally played it when it first came out, but stopped shortly thereafter. One, it was pretty new out and there wasn't a whole lot of content, and two, I had a whole bunch of friends trying to tell me to play some other stuff, so they had some trouble getting into the game, and, well, that's understandable. It's only available in Japan right now. Anyways, this is a sequel to the original Phantasy Star Online, which came back way back in the year 2000 for the Dreamcast, and then later made it to PC on 2001, and I think then it later showed up on Dreamcast and maybe even Xbox, I think. But anyways, so this is not a sequel to the Phantasy Star Universe, which is another Phantasy Star MMO game, which came out circa something around 2006, I think. Anyways, the game, like I said, mentioned before, is currently only available in Japan. It's for PC and PS Vita, and they were working on a Western version of it. From what I've heard, actually, they've pretty much finished an English copy of the game, but the release date for the Western side, Europe and North America, was going to be 2013, but for some reason Sega's pulled that date now, and they don't have another release date yet. So there's actually rumors going around they may not release it to the West. Hopefully they do. I'd like an English copy of it myself, but they do have the English version already finished, and it's supposed to be that way for the Southeast Asia servers. So depending on what they do with IP locks and things like that, if you're interested in playing the game, you may be able to get into that if you want an English version. If you're interested in playing the Japanese version of the game and have IP bypasses and all of that stuff, I'm not really going to go into anything about that. Frankly, I don't know much about it. I am playing from Japan, so I don't need to do that stuff to get into the game. There are other videos out there on YouTube, though, that show you how to set up an account and to play on the Japanese servers. So if you're interested, take a look at those. They'll take you through that. I'm more about the game itself, and we're going to take a look here and go through, first off, character creation, and see what's going on with that. So, without further ado, those of you that have seen my previous videos know that I am not exactly fluent in Japanese. I do know a little bit. I can nitpick some of the bits and pieces of this, but the majority of it, I don't have a clue what that says. I'm guessing from what I've seen here that this is the end-user license agreement. It comes up every time you start the game, and there are 3 buttons here. This one is what you click to start playing. This one will kick you out of the game, which is basically saying you don't agree. I don't even know what that one is, so we're going to click that and get started. Now, this will put us up to the server selection here, and there are, I believe there's 12 servers. Maybe there are 2 that you cannot access now, I'm not sure. But there's 10 on this list here. I am actually on server number 10 is what I play on, so I'm going to go ahead and click here. They call them ships, but yeah, it's basically just your server. Now, this screen here is one that you're going to want to be familiar with. Up top, you've got your character options. This is the support menu. This is some kind of system menu. I'm not actually sure what that does. Oh, I think it's just information. Player ID and all that. So, alright. So, information about you. Then your login record. And I'm not quite sure what it does, but yeah, very bottom here is log out, and it'll just take you back to the previous screen. So we want the character menu. Now I've got 3 different characters. One is Ranger, one is a Hunter, and one is a Force. Those were the 3 basic classes. They have added more to the game since then. There's, well, one more. So this is my primary character, and then I kept getting female costumes with all of the lucky draws and stuff, so I ended up making 2 other characters that were both female, just so I could have somebody to put the costumes on. But anyways, now I love you guys so much that I've decided to go ahead and spend basically a couple of bucks to buy another character slot for this video. So, here we are. It's telling me that it's going to cost me 500 AC points. AC is the cash currency, the real money currency that you can use in the game for a variety of different stuff. This will leave me with another 500 of it, which we're going to use later on for something else, and I'll show you that later. But for now, 500 AC, new character slot. Alright, let's do it. Here we are now at the character screen, and there are 4 races to this game. Anyone that's played Phantasy Star Online originally will know it's pretty similar to that in terms of your race selection and class selection. However, they have added 1 more race and 1 more class. So starting off, you've got humans. This is the human male, human female. This is the Newmans, which are kind of very much like elves. And the Newman females. They're kind of trying to show you one of each of the classes there. So next up is cast, and these are the robots. And then, true to the typical Japanese style, the female robots are much more girly. So really big robot-y style robots, or really dainty girl-looking robots, but they're all robots. And then next up you have the latest race that they've added, the Dumans, and they've got multicolored eyes and horns. Sort of horns. It's just kind of a spike. They're unicorn people. That's what it is. They're unicorns. And then you have the Duman females, which are they have 2 horns, so they're unicorns. Whatever. Anyways, let's see. Now I am all for picking a new race, so let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and make a male character this time. So then you have your class choices. This is your Hunter, which is the melee class. You've got your Ranger, which is your ranged class. Force User, which is basically the, like, magic class, caster. And then last but not least is the new class, the Braver. They use kind of a balanced approach. They've got a bow as well as a katana they can use. So I'm going to go with this, because I actually have all the others covered. Next up, we've got a template to start with. This is not what your character is going to look like finally. This is just a starting point for you. Oh my, that is... wow. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, there we go. Let's go with this guy. And from time to time it'll pop up one of these little things with a link to a little guide that you can look up online. Unfortunately, of course, it's all in Japanese. Alright, so when you're looking at the character creation menu here, you've got a multitude of different options. You've got your, this is the Kantan or easy setup. Then you've got your Kodawari, which is the like really, really in-depth setup. So this is the base type for your face. And basically it's the same faces that you saw on the previous screen. Some of them are more interesting than others. Alright, that's pretty interesting. We'll start with him. Now I'll go into these Kantan and Kodawari, the basic, easy, and more difficult mode setups here in just a sec. You'll see what I'm talking about with them being easy and more in-depth. So we got our basic face, and then next up we've got our blend morphing. This is basically just a slider that kind of lets us adjust how the character looks. Or should somewhere in there. Alright. Let's see. This is variations. So this is basically an age slider for your guy. But it's not a slider, it's presets. But you can see there, holy moly, I'm young. And then progressively you can get a little older until you end up looking kind of like Solid Snake from Metal Gear. Yeah, somewhere in there, that's good. Patterns for your eyes. And this is the left eye and the right eye. So down here at the bottom is the right side. This is the left side. So let's see. We can do crazy left eyes. More normal. The way he always looks at the camera is a bit scary. Oh well. Don't want to spend too much time going through all these little details. There are a lot of details, so let's see. Yeah, I'm good with that. So you can pop up multiple windows at once, as you can see here, and there is the dice, which is just the random button. Next up we have color. This is right eye color and left eye color. As you can see, you're pretty free with what you choose. So you can have this bright red eye. It looks a bit pinkish. Or we can make it a little more yellow. I'm going to stick with white for that one, and then actually go kind of a darker green, maybe blue here. There we go, something like that. Okay. Now this is your eyebrows. Kind of very loosely basing this off of myself, so lots of different options here. I just look like I'm pitying you. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry that I shot you with my bow. Yeah, sure. A little bit overly angled if you ask me, but good enough. We'll go with that. Next up is your eyebrow color. You don't have a huge amount of options with this. You basically can choose from black, brown, which is really bright brown, kind of a gold if you ask me, or white. It's white. They are actually there. It's kind of hard to see them. And the other option is this checkbox down here, which is just the same color as your hair. And honestly, I don't know why you wouldn't do Oop, the same thing. And next up is your eyelashes, because we want really pretty men. No. Now they have white and black versions of all of these. That's because you can get lighter or darker skin. You can even be dark purple if you want to. But so I mean, if you're using a darker skin color, you're probably going to want lighter eyelashes, because otherwise they'll be kind of hard to see them. But I'm cool with just that. But there are quite a few options here. Some are a little bit scary. Let's try to look normal a little bit. And then here you have two options for your makeup. This can be everything from a chin guard, which totally erases your beard. There's different versions of that, to bandages, which also erase it. Face tattoos. Looks like all of this stuff erases your beard. Really creepy looking skull makeup. Extra scars and things. I've apparently got a scar. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, let's not do that. The second option here is just secondary makeup, and we're gonna not do that. Crud, what happened to my beard? I'll have to find that later. Alright, well, continuing on without the beard. Next up, we've got the Kodawari. So this is the more in-depth settings. And when I mean in-depth, everything is kind of like this. With these sliders, you can adjust these points. And you really get a lot of control over your character. Fortunately, it's almost all visual, so you can see exactly how it's going to look on your character while you're doing it, which I like. Not a bunch of random sliders and things. This is the head shape. But most of this you can pretty much understand for yourself, so I'm not going to do much here except for shrink that nose a bit. Let's see, nose was this one, wasn't it? There's two options for it. One is obviously the side. There we go. Something not quite so ginormous. Okay, so we've got that set up. Let's keep going here. This is hairstyle. Lots of styles here. That is almost too good to pass up there. It even wobbles. You can shake them back and forth and wobble that. Beautiful. You do have access to the women's hairstyles as well as the men's. So this is actually, I believe, supposed to be one of the women's hairstyles, as is this. Just wow. Wow. I'm kind of at a loss as to what to think about those. So yeah, shorts, all right. Man, he's got kind of a big head, doesn't he? Maybe I'll adjust that a bit. Oh, that's the face. It's just the face. Okay. Now, I might end video here or cut it just a little bit so that I can go around and try to figure out what happened to my beard, because I do have a beard and I want a beard. So, dang it, I'm going to go looking for that and going to cut the video just a bit. Okay, we're back, and I found my beard, and accidentally hit a button in the wrong spot at the wrong time and turned my hair green. But we'll fix that in just a moment. So, if you're wondering, they are under the makeup options. You've got your really cool stash there, and then your beard, and then kind of a grizzled look. So, lots of different makeup options, but I'm going to stick it out with this beard. Okay. So, now that we've done that, let's get down here and change our... Oh, that's our body type. Ah, looking right at it. Hairstyle and color. We'll just pop both of them up so we can get a good preview. Seems to think I want to change my base type. So let's see, darker brown, there we go, that's a little better. His head is still massively large. Okay, something like that. And play with the hair a bit. With the big head, that's just kind of overly creepy. Pretty much all of these are. Alright, I don't have hair quite that big, but there we go. Having trouble talking tonight. So, there we are. We've got our face created with our hairstyle and beard. And next up, we've got the base type for our body setup. Now, I'll zoom out a bit so we can see this better. Again, these are just templates. Yeah, there we go. Hairy chest. And big chubby guy you wouldn't want to cross. Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty standard, so we'll go with that. I'm not exactly like macho muscle, so yeah, there we go. That's good. So pick that as my template, and then we get the blending mode. So this will be muscles, chubbo with muscles, just chubbo. Chubbo with no muscles, really skinny guy, and anywhere in between. So, let's see. Yeah, might even slender that up a little bit. And then this slider down here in the bottom is your height. You have to let go of the click for it to update, apparently. And you can go pretty short. They are slightly above average. There we go. Beautiful. Now, I can change my skin color here. Like I said before, you can go anything from super dark purple to dark brown, pasty white, blackish, other dark brown. I guess this is kind of a reddish copper brown, but anything in between, whatever you want, really. So, yeah, I guess that's something like me. Cool. And body paint. So this is the tattoos and stuff that you're wearing at the start. So this is the basic. Then they have lighter versions of it. For people with the darker skins, you're going to probably want lighter color tattoos so you can see them. Hairy chest, arm tattoos, or shoulder tattoos, whatever. Is that actually like a scar? I guess it is. Okay. Couldn't tell if it was a scar or just a strange way of shaving your chest. So, the gloves, and then with the wraps. So, I'm gonna go with Hairy Chest Man, just because he is so amazingly macho. And like with the others, you've got your Kodawari settings here. I can just pop all these up at once if I want to. You can make the legs a little thicker or thinner, or the, what does this do actually? Ah, this is your muscles, so you can be less muscular or super ripped. Sort of. So we'll leave that there. I'm not particularly muscular. And then your height, and this kind of adjusts your proportions. So, I'm pretty average. And yeah, that's how you tell that. So there's that. Now we're going to move on here. This is the costume options. So we got a few of them to choose from. I'm sorry, but what self-respecting guy would just... no. That or the suit. For some reason it keeps wanting to pop my view back up there every time I click on something. Oop, there we go. So this is the Duman suit. So this is something that's new too. Huh, do I want that or that? Yeah, we'll go the full new guy course here with the new race, the new class, and the new suit. And that would be hair colors. Looking on the wrong thing. Costume color right there. We can choose from a lovely shade of pink, black, purple, blue. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to go with white. Yeah. Costume color set. Now we can move on to the accessories. Now you get 3 options for accessories. They're all the same, but you get to choose up to 3 of them to put on your character. So I can do some glasses. I'm starting to look a lot more like Gordon Freeman. That actually kind of now looks like the, what was it, Adam Jensen from Deus Ex. I'm having a slow night for my brain. Lovely hat. Headgear. Kind of the cool interstellar cowboy hat with my, just the tip of my horn sticking out there. Just all kinds of options here. It's kind of crazy. Wow, that's interesting. Not half bad, really. Yeah, now, I don't particularly think he needs anything, so I'm going to skip. But you can have any of these options on your character, and up to 3 of them total. I could do that. There we go. I'll have a headset. Because I'm basically wearing one, so yeah, same options. If I wanted the headset and the glasses, I could do that, but we are not going to do that. Then you get your sticker choice. this shows up depending on your suit. It'll be in a different spot, so... I need one that's like a big target. I will go with that. Looks like I'm wearing my shirt inside out or something, but it's all good. The scroll wheel here is actually a little bit backwards. I'm used to scrolling up to zoom in and scrolling down to zoom out, but this is the opposite. If you scroll up, you zoom out, and if you scroll down, you zoom in. So that's why I keep randomly scrolling in different directions, in case you're wondering. Okay, last up here, we've got our voice options. This is, well, there's a lot of them. There's unique voice and simple voice, and altogether they make 31 different choices for your voice options. Not only that, but you can also adjust the pitch down here. Yeah. Let's see. Wait, that sounded... I guess that is a guy's voice. Very, very young. I like this guy. Ah, that's great. I like that. So we're going to go with Simple Voice 14. Yeah. Now, when you're making a character, make sure you don't click on this. That is the Everything Random button. And it will undo everything that we've done so far. And in hindsight, I'm actually going to go back and erase this. I don't like it. Kind of all wishy-washy there. So there we are. We have got our new character made. He sounds pretty cool. Let's see, we can move the camera around. Try different costumes. Oops, that's an undo button. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't even know that was there. So now we have an undo button. Sweet. But there we are. We have our character. And this is the go back and go forward button. Now we've got to come up with a name for him. Alright, well, I guess it's best to just go with the classics and see if that'll work. Oh, guess it will. There we go. So we have created my character. Human, male, braver. We are going to cut the video off here as we are done with the character creation, and next up we will be looking at the lobbies and shops and all the stuff that you're going to see right off at the start off. So again, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you check out the next one. So we'll see you next time. Up here.